Independent Road to Success Podcast Network, in conjunction with Unity Media Group, also Unk Neff Production, presents On the Road with RiccoDaGreat, Episode 1, the Fur Coat Edition, where we have legends, and I'm talking about a legend, none other than Cocaine, Fat Rat, and RV. This episode is brought to you by Rags Rolling Papers, the smoothest rolling papers out with a great inhale. Hey, make sure you go to rags.com. Purchase, let them know we sent you. You guys, get back to a great episode.
Cause living in the ghetto just like me it comes. I don't know when I'm gonna die. Tired of listening to the father's lies. I hope I don't pass in sin. Hope I get to heaven. Just reach inside your mind. To all my people, I know you will find.
Welcome back to On the Road with RiccoDaGreat. As we stated, we on the road. Real vibes. If y'all don't hear that 1 and 2, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Yeah, real G-Funk, man. You know, that's the legendary. I'm gonna say it again, I'm very blessed and highly favored to be in this presence, man. That's the legendary Cocaine, man. For real, man. Y'all hear, and this is the song right here.
Yeah. Rewind it, tell them to put a rewind up.
Yes, please.
Yes, I got you. I hit my flag.
Yes, I'm on the road.
Hey, when it's up,
Yeah, we are on the road real quick.
Look him up. What it came?
Yes. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all again. Listen, Rags. Y'all about to see this everywhere, especially on the road with us. And when we are in the studio, y'all tap in. Please go to Rags on the Instagram. Y'all leave them an inbox, or you can go to the website, man. Listen, hello. Yeah. Yeah, man. And what I tell you, you got to. This is black owned. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, bro. You know I'm gonna go crazy when, and the big homie gave me the trays for the studio, y'all.
On the email or on the computer? I'm gonna send it on the computer.
I sent him that one with me in high school.
One look like me?
Yeah.
Listen. We got
Oh shit, what is this here?
yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah, get a load of that salt, one.
Yeah, it's the show right here.
Yeah, buddy.
We gotta have Rico, man. Like, you know, cause
We gotta put together this tour.
what's this?
Cocaine and NefTheBussiness.
Hold on.
That's the guard.
Hold on.
You brought him bigger than me.
Y'all see our verse? I told y'all I'm with a legend, man. That's legendary. You know Uncle Rico staying with legends, man.
Make
When
me
you-
throw gangbang signs.
You feel me? When you're a legend, you stay with legends. Yeah, y'all know what we smoking. Right, Rag? Alright, go to rags.com. Red and blue. Tap in.
I think it went through, G-B.
Ooh. See the thing is, you see how when you were wise
Now
men.
you know a nigga can sing when you start trying to sing. You know what I'm saying? I just start trying to. I ain't never made them sounds a day in my motherfucking life. So right now, this nigga got me making
Fucking with
sounds.
cocaine ass,
Fucking with
man.
cocaine, I'm making sounds I ain't never made in my life.
Yeah, we doing the same shit. Why you declining, chunk?
Hey, Bobo, you putting the show?
It said you declined it.
Listen, wait. Yeah, when you with wise man, you sit
This
back
water tastes so
and you
motherfucking
be
good.
quiet. You see how they play
What about
with the
now?
fireplace going, man. Studio vibes, man. And real G-Funk.
Hold on, let me do it over real quick. I want you to come up like me. I don't care what you
Hey,
do.
you know Warren Great was producing a lot of that G-Funk too.
Yeah,
What's up, Stacey?
yeah, because of him.
Mm-hmm.
He used to live with them when he was a kid. Them the niggas who created G-Funk, not Warren G.
No, I said that he's, you know how to play, produced it. A lot of people don't know he's produced.
He has a form of G-Funk.
Okay.
But the real
Okay.
G-Funk came
Okay.
from him and his cousin Hutch from 187 from Above
Alright,
the Law.
studio.
Snoop
That's
said that on the interview, I think. Snoop
That's
said
what
that, yeah.
them niggas, Snoop was under them first.
Yeah,
Snoop was gonna go to
with Big Boy. He said that with Big Boy. He said so did.
Snoop was gonna go to Ruthless first. He stayed when he was up under Hutch and Cocaine.
Exclusive.
Same thing with Warren G lived with Cocaine at Hutch's house, who was 187
Okay.
from Above the Law. That's where he got G-Funk from. Now, if we want to keep it really 100, the person who named it G-Funk, who put the name out there, was Tupac on a song called Call It What You Want.
Wow.
Feel me?
Man, exclusive.
You feel me? That's where it really started.
I told y'all when you were wise men, shut up and listen. I just learned hella shit.
But that gentleman you looking at outside that
The
door,
legend.
that's the
I just call him the
original
legend.
G-Funk.
That's the original.
Him and his cousin,
keep telling
Cole
y'all.
187, man. And don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You feel
I'm
me?
just like y'all. I'm not
On a label called Ruthless Records with a gentleman named Eric Wright, better known as Eazy-E. That's where it came from. You feel me? Everybody else has a form of it. Warren G does have a form of G-Funk. You feel me? But he learned it from being around these dudes.
So is it safe to say that G-Funk wasn't a thing until they came around them? Because we like
There was no G-Funk until then.
Okay.
G-Funk comes from P-Funk. It means gangster funk. You feel me? They took a gangster mentality and put it over a funk Parliament track that was already around. Parliament was already around.
It's
So
P-Funk?
Parliament is P-Funk.
Okay, George Clinton,
That's,
like,
They
okay.
call P-Funk. P-Funk also, that's P-Funk. That's Parliament funk. They call G-Funk because they grew up on the Parliament sound. We all did because it wasn't no rap disc. We grew up on disco, funk, blues, jazz, all of that type of music. All of that G-Funk is all of those things. G-Funk is gospel, blues, jazz, funk, and disco, all in one. Talking about urban life over that beat. You feel me? And that was what makes G-Funk.
Who's some of the producers that it's not that many G-Funk producers then?
There's a lot of people who can produce the G-Funk sound. You feel me? Anybody can produce the sound. But when you're talking about the original, where it comes from, the original G-Funkers is Cocaine and Code 187 from Above the Law.
And
That's
Above the
where
Law
it's
is Black Super.
Black Superman.
One of my favorite
That's his
songs.
cousin. That's Cocaine.
Wow.
He's not a member of Above the Law, but he's a member of Above the Law.
Superman.
You feel what I'm saying?
I was in Oakland.
That's the sound of Above the Law, Uncle Sam's Curse, Black Mafia Life,
Damn.
all of those albums, from Snoop Dogg's Last Meal, both the East Side albums. I mean, pretty much any artist you can think of, they have to have. You gotta have. You only had two hook me. You was either gonna go get Nate Dogg or Cocaine.
Okay.
You had other people in the mix, Butch Cassidy. Now you got the T Dollar Signs and the other dude, but the two masters of it is Cocaine and Nate Dogg. And Nate Dogg was cool, and it's all love. He was good at what he did. But Cocaine is different because he can also sing.
You took it out
and
my
his
face.
voice is an instrument. His voice brings a whole other instrument to the song.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what makes him different. He can, and see, people think that he's just a hook man, but he's not. He has his own albums. He's a rapper as well. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what makes him different and dangerous. Because he don't need, you got to go find him to get a hook on your song. He don't need no go get nobody to get a hook on the song.
Wow.
You feel me? Who's gonna do a hook better than him? When he has over 4,300 of them right now.
He's the most featured artist,
Most
correct?
featured artist on planet Earth.
Y'all hear this?
He has over
God,
4,300
that's great.
features and still going. Him and Rico right here just made 4,347 yesterday.
Yes.
You feel me?
All right, let me ask you something. Who in today's time, are we missing that with the hooks and the like the Nate Dogg's and the Cocaines? Are we missing that in this music? And who would you compare it? Like, I would think a Ty Dolla $ign would be one of those artists. Do you think he could be a G-Funk artist, should I say?
Well, you can't have any more G-Funk artists because you had to be there to be a part of that. You feel me?
That's good.
It's like you had to be a part of Parliament before you to be Parliament. You feel what I'm saying? You had to be a part of Roger and Zapp to be. The closest you're gonna get to that is Battle Cat. That's what Battle Cat sound is. It comes from the Roger and Zapp sound.
Oh.
The talk box. You know what I'm saying? Now, what Battle Cat will give you was I would probably say he's one of the original with the West Coast hand clap. When you hear this in the song, that's what makes it a West Coast song when you hear this. You feel
Exclusive.
But you know, that G-Funk sound, nobody can recreate it. The youngsters, I mean, it depends on who it is nowadays. I mean, I like a cat like Roddy Ricch. He has a tone and a thing about it. It's different. It's not the same as everybody else. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest, man.
Why is he slept on? He's very slept on too, Roddy Ricch, as far as not getting that. Just like
because of what I just said. Because he don't sound like the same. He don't sound like everybody else. Everybody sound like everybody else, and that's what everybody's looking for. You feel what I'm saying? He doesn't sound like anybody else. And when you outside the box, you know that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But now my thing with the youngsters nowadays is, you know, they. And I'm an old school cat, but I like all music. But I'm gonna say this about the youngsters, man. They are saying the old niggas need to sit down and this and that and this their time, right?
Okay.
But last year, do you guys know that we don't have no top 100 rap songs on the Billboard last year, 2023. That's the first time that's ever happened.
I covered that too.
You feel me? You know about that.
Yes, I covered it on my podcast, Artist Talk.
Right. So my question to the youngsters is, y'all on the court right now. When we was on the court, we was shooting number threes. Cocaine got classes that he's still doing to this day. Snoop Dogg, y'all are not making timeless classical records.
Here we go. I need
You feel what I'm saying? So before you talk shit about the old, sit down and holler at them and figure out what that potion is that they using that keeps them relevant to this day.
Well, they only doing songs that's 2 minutes, not even a minute.
They don't even do 3 verses.
Right. It's like, I just told my artist, challenge yourself. Because I told him, he was like, but my I don't have melodies like that to be able to. I said, man, you got to challenge yourself. And the thing about it is, like you said, I think this generation is lazy.
Well,
and also they don't want to talk to the wise men to be able to get the game, because I feel like it's taken away from them.
I don't think that it's lazy. I just think that, for one, their attention span is very, very short.
Right.
Okay.
Because everything is right now.
Instant.
You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take time. When Cocaine and them was young doing songs, you know, they took their time and put a song together. You know what I mean? You got cats like, I seen a dude the other night said, oh, me and the homie just came in here and did a whole album tonight. Well, that album has got to be trash.
That's what I was just saying. That's why I said
that. Be garbage,
they don't take their time. Yes.
Sorry.
I agree.
There's no way you can make a classic album overnight.
I agree.
You feel me? I've watched Cocaine do a song, and I watched him revise that song at least 10 times before he even thought about putting it out. You feel me? Because for one, when you're in the studio, I'm an engineer.
Okay.
When you're in the studio, when you do a song, you need to get up and walk away from that song and come back with fresh ears. Because you see the things you might liked about it yesterday, you probably not like it today. You might not think it works.
What is the difference between someone as an engineer and a producer, and for those that don't know, again, we're talking to a legend.
The terms have kind of changed now. A producer could be someone now who just paid for the studio time, paid for everything, and they call it other dudes beat makers now. But a producer, when I was coming up, was a beat maker. I was the guy who did the beats. You feel me? A sound engineer is the person who runs the room, who runs the studio. He the one that makes sure the lights stay on. When shit break down, he fix it.
Okay.
He might be the dude who jump on the board and mix it down and master it for you after you get done with it.
Damn.
But the main job of an engineer is to run the studio, period. Every aspect of it.
Where does Dr. Dre fit in G-Funk?
Dr. Dre, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
See, that's why I love it.
That's a question you would have to ask Cocaine.
Okay.
He was there with him. If I answer that question, it would only be my assumption.
Okay.
You feel me? He was in there with the studio with Dr. Dre.
When
he was at Ruthless, and when he was at Death Row, and when he was at Aftermath. You feel me? He's on quite a few Dr. Dre songs. He's actually working. He knows Dre, so that would be a question you should ask Cocaine. He can answer it better than me.
And you've been wise, man. I gotta ask you, what do you think about artists that say ghostwriting? Does that take away from a artist?
I don't have no problem with ghostwriting. The only problem I have with ghostwriting is
Yes,
I don't think a song that was ghostwritten should win any type of award over a person who wrote their own song.
Okay.
So Cardi B winning awards over a person who wrote their song, right. That's not cool. Right. How the fuck do you do that? You feel me? Mm-hmm. How can you win something over somebody who sat down and put that shit together themselves, and they're in the same category and being talked about like you are, but you didn't write yours? They have to get the win. You feel me? You can't sit on the bench all season, and then when your team win the championship, you the nigga on the podium, they first one they want to talk to.
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying? What's your name again? Yeah, I'm the one who's on the other end of the bench down there, man. Hey, we did it, y'all. No, it don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So, you know, because they're going to ask, what do you think about, is Drake hip-hop, is he a pop artist? What do you think about that? I got to ask them. I'm a wise man, so I'm getting all the knowledge off.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. People got to understand this. This is how it originally was. Hip-hop is a culture.
Okay.
You feel me? Hip-hop is graffiti, breakdancing,
bebop,
MCing, bebop, all of that. It's a culture.
Okay.
Rapping is what people do. Now, your question, Drake, I would definitely not consider Drake rap.
Okay.
I probably would consider him a pop artist. You feel me?
Said that.
And the reason why is because the melodic sound, the subjects that he talks about, is a lot of it mostly geared towards women. You know, he jumps on songs with people like YG and shit like that, and might try to say some gangster shit, but you know, like I said, he's all in all, he's not a gangster, so we can't really take it like that. You know what I'm saying? Is he a rapper? Yeah, he's a rapper. That's what he does. But I wouldn't call him, if you ask me, do we consider him a gangster rapper? No. I would put him hip-hop. Nobody's hip-hop, because hip-hop is a culture. It's not a genre of music. You feel what I'm saying?
They said, keep talking, OG. Yeah. Hey, he licensed. All right, another question is that, do you think right now, they said, what do you think about Glasses Malone and the song that he did about Tupac? Do you think that was disrespectful?
No, because...
And shout out to Glasses Malone. I got an exclusive interview I'm dropping with him.
No, I don't think it was disrespectful because it didn't have nothing to do about Tupac besides the fact of him being a victim of that death. The song was about... the song was about the other person's... But see, they gotta remember the whole story is Tupac, first of all, got involved in some gangbang shit with some Lewis Park mobs and some Southside Comptons. You go with the Lewis Park mobs and you stomp out a nigga from Southside Compton crib who's a reputable, known killer from his hood. You feel what I'm saying?
The youngster?
The youngster, okay. Orlando. He's a killer from Southside. The reason why they funkin' is because of him taking a death row chain from a death row member in the Lakewood Mall. So you run over here with these gang members and you go stomp out a crib with a bunch of bloods, right? They come back, they kill you. So, right? So Glasses Malone song is the view of the person who got stomped out.
He said it verbatim, like you said it just like him too.
Feel me?
That's crazy.
It's not about Tupac wanted to die. It's not about him dying. It's about, we know what Tupac's side of it was. We see the result. What about the nigga who got stomped out? How did he feel? You know how he probably felt? Tupac gotta die. What you gonna say when the 5-6 niggas come stomp you out, and one of them is The Weeknd? Imagine The Weeknd with a bunch of Crips.
Right.
You feel me?
Somebody said, imagine Drake.
Imagine Drake come stomp you out with a bunch of Crips or some business that you on in some street shit, and you like, what this nigga got to do with this shit? You feel what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga, okay, you gotta go too, homie. You feel me? So in that car, what you saying to yourself? This nigga got to die.
Right.
The rest of these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So no, people, you got to look at the perspective. It's just the other man's perspective. You got the shooter and you got the nigga who got shot. So now we listen to the nigga who was the shooter. What was his reason for shooting? I feel like this nigga had to die. They stomped me out at the fucking casino.
Hey, last question for y'all. Hey, they said, what is the number one hip hop album to you?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Jesus Christ. That is hard.
They said he's a wise man, so we're going to put his foot to the fire.
Man, I mean, the number one, if I had to choose a number one album of all time, god damn. If I had to choose the number one album of all time, I would have to say Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted.
Ooh, over All Eyes on Me?
Of course, it wouldn't be no All Eyes on Me without Ice Cube. Tupac is from Ice Cube's family tree. You know what I'm saying? All this shit comes from Ruthless. There's no Death Row without Ruthless. There's no Aftermath without Death Row. Without Death Row, without Ruthless, there's no Death Row. All of these people you talk about is from the Ruthless family tree. Mac 10, Q, Tupac, Dogg Pound, Snoop Dogg, Warren G, Nate Dogg. The whole West Coast comes from Ruthless Records. Besides cats like King T, Mixmaster Spade, rest in peace, DJ Pooh. Those dudes are rapping before them. But Easy and NWA.
So that was the first black-owned record label then?
Well, no, it wasn't. Ruthless, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. You know, you had like Motown and shit like that, but as far as the gangster rap,
That's right, hip-hop, right?
yeah, it would be.
Damn,
I mean, you had Def Jam, but if you talking about gangster rap for LA, you had Macola Records that was before Ruthless and shit like that too. That Ice-T was on, Jazzy D was on. It was labels before that. You feel me? But Ruthless took it to another stratosphere. You feel what I'm saying? Ruthless Records showed us how to dress. They created the whole culture. It was more than just music. Before Eazy-E, we wasn't wearing Cortez and Levi's and T-shirts and Raider hats and none of that.
And Cocaine told me that they were the first ones to do the comedy with the
Ruthless record comedy. Yeah,
yes.
T.K. Kirkland was going to be Ruthless comedy. They was already doing that before Def Jam.
You gave us in motherfucking.
I'm giving it.
Yeah. TK owned quite a few comedy clubs in LA back in them days.
Yeah. Hey, they said Unk first episode off the. Hey, right now, who would be the best as far as artists? Would you say Tupac is the greatest hip hop or the greatest artist? I don't want to say hip hop because I don't.
Is he the greatest artist of rap?
Yes.
There is no greatest artist. That's impossible to say because everybody brought something to the table. You feel me? Is Tupac great? Of course. He's one of the greatest of his time because of the message that came with him. You feel what I'm saying? Just like Nipsey's message that came with him.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying? We always gonna have messengers that's gonna come along.
Okay.
And you know, Tupac, man, talent, far as talent wise, yeah. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is my own personal opinion. I respect Tupac's music like a motherfucker, but he didn't have no fucking common sense because you come from a family of black revolutionaries, my nigga.
Okay.
Your mama was blowing up shit in New York when she had you while going through trial with the feds, representing herself and won. Okay. Your stepfather's Matula Shakur. Your real father, these niggas is robbing Brinks trade, real revolutionary motherfuckers. So going from revolutionary shit to gangbanging is like this. You're going down, you're going backwards. You're not a revolutionary.
Can I say this one thing?
But wouldn't it be on?
I knew Pac in the Bay. And whoever Pac fucked with, that's who he adjusted with. Because when he fucked with Money B, he was a square. I ain't gonna lie. I used to see him with Money B, walking through Berkeley, North Oakland, all that. He was with Digital on the Grad, he was doing all the dancing. He wasn't no punk, but he wasn't sparky like that. And then after he got on, he started fucking, what really gave him his swag was when he started fucking with Richie Rich and the Gov. You feel me? When he went to the town, that's when he started dressing, acting like a player, and people fucking with my diamonds, and niggas steady climbing the chart. That's when all that came out. And then when he went to LA, he became a gangbanger.
And you can see the transition.
About.
Well, yeah, because what he said is true. When he left the Bay Area, he started hanging with Big Syke and Kato and all of them who were Crips, LA Crips.
Okay.
So that's what's thug life. You feel me?
That's Big Psych, right?
Big Psych and his Thug Life, who was also a group called Dramacidal. With the Outlaws, all of that shit with the Outlaws and all them originally, they was Dramacidal. You feel me? Then it went Thug Life, then it went Outlaws. You feel me? As they progressed. You feel me? He came to LA, he started rocking with, he rocked with Big Psych and them like that. But to me, like I said, he didn't have any common sense. And I don't respect, I can't respect, I come from LA, you know what I'm saying? I'm an old school Crip, homie. You feel what I'm saying? I can't respect no grown ass man coming to run after you 20 some years old, you decided that you want to come run with some gang members, my nigga. You feel me?
Well, someone say y'all just play devil
How much you charge? How much you give a motherfucker half a zip?
80.
I mean, how much do you give him?
Oh, 14.
14?
Yes.
I ain't giving up 14.
Yeah, half a zip is 14.
14?
Yeah, whole zip is 28.
Yeah, I love my uncle. What the fuck you talking about?
A quarter is 7.
I'll do whatever you ask me. So what's the thing about, do you think Tupac and Nipsey were in the same, and I don't want to say this, but, because I thought Nipsey had the
Nipsey didn't have the impact that Pac had. Pac had an impact. Pac was, the reason why I didn't finish what I was saying, Pac had such a strong impact that he didn't have to gangbang. He could have controlled the whole, if he had a not gangbang, he could have controlled the whole scenery, because that's how motherfuckers was paying attention to everything he said and did. When he started gangbanging, he lost a lot of people.
But did he do that because of him having the obligation to be with Suge? He bailed him out.
He might have like Rico said, Pac was the type of person that if I rock with you, I rock with you. Whatever you represent, I'm. And
that's where you said, I got what you're saying now. That goes back to what you were saying.
Now, Suge was Suge's fault, because Suge should have kept Tupac away from shit like that. Because you're not a gang member.
Miles Jones just said that. I've seen the interview.
You're not a gang member. You're a rapper. And you're a very important rapper. You feel what I'm saying?
But is that the gangster rap? So is that the persona that he...
Gangster rap, you don't have to be a gangster. Gangster rap is just a hood reporter.
Damn.
Gangster rap, you don't have to become the music. You feel what I'm saying? Cube wasn't no gangster. Cube ain't never gang bang. You feel me?
But
no, Cube ain't no gang member.
Oh shit.
Cube ain't never gang bang. He never said he was a gang member. But he made a song called Gangsta Gangsta. Because you don't have to gang bang, but everybody around you might be gang members. So I can tell you what they do. I look at it every day. I live with it. We all live in the same community. Okay. I don't gang bang, but the dude across the street, my next door neighbor, and 4 of these other niggas on my block is gang men. They bloods. And I grew up with these niggas from the sandbox. You feel me? So if I'm a rapper, guess what I'm gonna talk about? What I see out here every day.
Right.
Now some might assume that I'm gang banging. I'm not. I'm just reporting from the streets. I'm reporting gangster rap. What is gangster rap? Well, they put that's something that the media named it gangster rap. Cocaine and them called it reality rap.
Damn, hold up. We
never called it gangster rap. The media named it gangster rap.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So we've been sloganing it?
No, the media was the one who said gangster rap. You feel me? That was the legendary. The originals called it reality rap. Because we were speaking our reality, what we going through. Police was profiling us, pulling us over, beating us, gang banging, the shit that went on in the neighborhood. It went on in every neighborhood across the motherfucking world.
So why did they say Ice-T was the first one?
Ice-T.
And why they always say he started gangster rap? I've got a legend, so I can ask you this.
He was one of the first people. His song 6 in the Morning was the first song on the radio that we heard that was talking about some gangster shit besides King T. King T, people keep sleeping on King T.
I keep hearing that. Where is he from?
King T's from Compton.
Compton?
He's from Compton. He has his album is called his original album is called Act the Fool. He was the first one that we seen as kids. Album cover had him in a khaki suit with a 12 gauge with a coupe on Dayton's. And was actually doing the shit that we was doing in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? He was out before all of these motherfuckers we talking about. You feel me? Him and DJ Pooh. Then you got Mixmaster Spade.
Hold on, DJ Pooh been out that long?
Yeah, DJ Pooh was running with Toddy T and Mixmaster Spade and King T. All of them niggas, even Battle Cat was around back then. All of them, Cocaine, 187. All of these dudes are the original pioneers of this shit.
So, hey, Cocaine, do you, we were talking about Dr. Dre, right? And where does he fit in with G-Funk?
I mean, he's a part of it, but
Okay.
you know, he didn't create it.
Right, we know that. Now that I just got to exclude that come from you guys. You and your cousin?
Well, G-Funk, all of it derived. I'm actually about to call George Clinton right now.
Oh my God.
G-Funk derived from P-Funk, of course.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference of the P-Funk? Because it's the same cadence, right? Like.
I mean, when you think about it, the Godfather of Soul, James Brown.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of those cats derive, you know what I mean? Maceo to Bootsy Collins, you know what I mean? And it's just like, back then, funk was considered a dirty word. You know what I'm saying? It was illegal. So there was the type of cats, you know, incredible musicians that just let it all hang out. You know, they were like aliens of the game, you know what I mean? And they created an incredible sound. You know, Bootsy Collins coming from the JB's, James Brown Band in 1971, 72. And then George Clinton originally having a doo-wop group in the late 60s because he was, he cut hair, he did hair and all that stuff.
Damn.
But, you know, those guys had an army.
Okay.
Bernie Worrell, Catfish, rest in peace. Just a lot of incredible people.
They said, what was one of what is one of the best features that you've done?
I've done a feature with a lot of people, man.
They said, what would be your top 5 then? We gonna.
I've done a lot with a lot of greats.
Okay.
Definitely Easy.
Outstanding.
Definitely George Clinton. Larry Blackman from Cameo.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of old school, and then when you talk about the new, you know, of course, Dre, Snoop, Busta Rhymes, Puppy. Yeah, Puppy.
Hey, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all get out the game. I'm not still listen.
Mob D, DMX. There's all kind of people. Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla be slept on, man.
Yeah, Jay
Dude.
Dilla, High Tech.
Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati.
High Tech.
I mess with a lot of cats. I've been in doing it, making records 34 years professionally. And started in 1984, 40 years ago, rapping and singing because my father, I come from a musical background. His name is Jerry Buddy Long Sr. I'm Jerry Buddy Long Jr.
Okay.
And he's Jerry Buddy Long, the great Jerry Buddy Long from Motown Records.
Wow.
Some of his works include Just My Imagination, With the Temptation, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Still Waters Run Deep, slew a hit with Motown Records.
Okay.
And plus my uncle was a cat by the name of Willie Hutch, who did the Mac, Brothers Gonna Work It Out, and all that type of shit. So between me and my cousin, 187 from above the law, it's safe to say music was embedded in our 23 chromosomes. So we was just doing music for a long time. And I was singing and rapping way back then. That's how I first started.
What's your favorite part of the music, making it or performing it?
Always making it because you got, a lot of people is in the game for the wrong reason, just to get a quick buck.
Okay.
And you got to be able to go through the highs and lows. Just like an NBA team. Every NBA team ain't going to be the championship for 10 years. There's highs and lows. And, the most important thing when it comes to the music industry, it's a cutthroat business. It's worse than the dope game. Or just worse. So you got to be able to now use the information age to really to articulate business, to protect your creativity, to protect your brand, to know how to grow your brand, to know the proper procedures on protecting your stuff to publishing and mechanicals. You got to sit down, put the one down for a second, and just get up on there on the tutorials and just soak it up. Spend at least an hour a day and watch what it do for your whole program in the next 3 months.
Man, y'all hear that? Listen,
So
that's from a legend.
The thing is how you handle your business, not just how talented you are.
Y'all heard it. That's legendary cocaine. I'm highly blessed, man. Hey, man, y'all know this episode is brought to you by, listen, I'm going to tell y'all again, that Rags. Hey, that Rags.
He said he ain't said coke. He said Jerry. That's exactly what he said. He said you
Jerry.
already.
Man, I'm just chilling. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
I
man.
ain't
This
making
is
no noise.
Rico the
He said you and him
Great
gotta
first
get
show.
money in, Kobe.
Come on, man.
They said it's a classic.
Come on, man. You already.
Unk, let them know, man. We got to show them raw, y'all. If y'all in the Roseville area, y'all tap in, man. About to get up out of here, man. This is episode 1, the fur coat edition. You know, game by, man, this is a blessing. So again, man, y'all make sure y'all go follow Rico the Great. And this is officially sponsored by Rags Rolling Papers. We out of here.